Hi everyone. In July of this year, I chose to set myself a little challenge. And that challenge was to tell a story or a joke to camera every day for 30 days. Now to some, that might not sound like a big deal. For me, it was one of the hardest things I've had to do. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I didn't do as much research as what I should have done, because my preferred format for putting the videos out was Instagram. And what I didn't realise at the time was that you could only put minute-long videos on Instagram. Anyone who's ever saw me as a comedian on stage knows that I tell long stories. So to try and shorten it down to 1 minute was quite tough. Two was I have never had to write stories that quickly before, not to have a new one every single day. So to try and find a new concept, something in the news, something happening with people who I knew, or just a little bit of repurposed material to do every single day was quite hard, and the added pressure of it having to be a minute. Then the third thing, and this was by far the hardest, I have never had to work into camera before. I've never had to tell stories to camera before. I've got no problem on stage. I can tell my jokes quite happily, not nerve-wracking at all. To camera terrified me. It's not something I'd ever done. So these were just a few of the issues that I had to get over. And what I would say is, you'll notice, hopefully, as you go through the recordings, is that my confidence level improves as I go on. I'm not saying that my joke telling improves as it goes on, but I certainly had some issues trying to come up with stories at the last minute. But I thoroughly enjoyed the experience, and I hope you will too. So for those of you who didn't catch it first time round, here it is all together in a very convenient show. Enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to day one of the 30-day challenge. So here we go. So I spend a lot of time on the road driving around, and I'm always amazed by some of the signs that I see posted around the place. So I was down to Buckingham and I noticed a sign posted on a wooden fence next to a field saying, "Farmers own seed for sale." Look, I know things have been difficult for farmers of late, but come on. There's also a fair amount of editing goes on some road signs. So on the way up the A508, there is a sign that's supposed to be for the Canal Museum. However, the C has been removed. All I'm going to say is I think there's going to be some pretty upset masochists who are travelling through. Alright, see you tomorrow. Hi guys, it's day 2 of the 30-day challenge. One of my favourite things to do when I'm out on the road is take a look at place names. And I went past a place a couple of years ago called Lower Slaughter. I mean, who lives in a place called Lower Slaughter? I mean, that sounds like a place that not even the dumb teenagers out of a horror film would go and visit. It's crazy. But there's another place which makes me laugh even more, and it's a little village called Muff. And it's an island, and obviously I don't need to explain why I find it so funny. But what I love most about it is when I found out that it's actually on the coast, which means I can finally live my dream, is move there and set up a diving shop, just so I can have the tagline, "Come diving in Muff." Alright, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi guys, day 3 of the challenge. So, has anybody ever looked at the instructions on the emergency defibrillators that they see around? If you look, they've got step-by-step instructions on how to use them. Step 1, call 999. Step 2, start CPR. Step 3, unlock the defibrillator. Step 4, keep going until an ambulance arrives. Now, I don't know about you, but I think there's a couple of steps missing from that. 1, when do you stop CPR? to go and unlock the defibrillator. How do you then put the defibrillator on? And then 3, do you really keep going? What if the person wakes up? Hey, yeah, I'm okay. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, welcome to day 4 of the 30-day challenge. And we're heading to London now to have a little tour of the crazy street names. So, welcome to your walking tour of London. We're going to start here in Trump Street, beware of the smell, before proceeding down to Tight Turn into Back Passage, where we will then follow up Mudshoot Lane. It's quite dark. We're going to be crossing over Dick Turpin Lane. Be prepared to be held up. Out the last stop on our tour is Cumming Lane. Watch out for some leaky pipework. Alright, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, it's day 5. Right, so I've written a couple of books, and occasionally what I like to do is go to Amazon and check them out, see what the placings are and that sort of thing. So when I type the names of them into Amazon, they've got that predictive searching, which is a bit like predictive texting, which, you know, never goes wrong. But instead of like choosing sort of popular words, it uses popular products, so things that people normally search for. So when I type in the name of my book, Do You Know Who Your Customers Are? It's a real page turner. A well-known kids book comes up instead, and that's called Do You Want to Play With My Balls? Forgetting about the dodgy name, how many people are searching for this? Hi everyone, day 6. Do you remember when your mum used to tell you to make sure you had clean pants on, just in case you got hit by a bus? Don't embarrass me in front of those doctors, she would say, to which I would usually reply, if I get hit with a bus, I think I'm going to have some other worries than the cleanliness of my pants. Also, if they were clean before, after getting hit with a bus, they're probably not clean after. However, I've now found that clean isn't the benchmark anymore. After looking at the label on a new pair of pants, I realised that they're trying to shame me. Because on the label right there it says, part of a pack of 3. What purpose can that be there for, other than to tell people, he's too cheap to buy single pairs of pants? Alright, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 7. My kids have a different relationship with technology than what I had at their age. You know, especially when you think of the TV. I can remember the desperation of having to hold my way in, waiting for an advert break, and then the mad dash to go and get back before the advert's finished. Then I can also remember the disappointment of realising that the show was on the BBC. But we have live pausing now, and our children expect that. Certainly mine do. So there's no more, oh, tell me what I missed. Now, I had an issue with my youngest the other day because she went off to the Wii during a film, and when she came back, she had a right go that we hadn't paused it for her. And then I had to explain to her, the other people in cinema wouldn't like it. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 8. We're going to do a little politics today. So, a few days ago, Good Morning Britain released a poll asking, in the light of the announcement that Michael Gove had taken cocaine on several occasions, should he be Prime Minister? Well, the problem with that is it presupposes that we felt that he should be Prime Minister in the first place. And I don't know why they would ever get that idea. However, what I would say is that the fact that he's taking cocaine is probably a plus point for him, because I'm fairly certain that to do that job, you've got to be high on something. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 9. So it's that time of year again. It's getting closer to summer, it's starting to get warm. And this is usually the time of year that I dislike, because it's that point when you realise that the exercise regime hasn't quite worked out, and everyone around you is going on about having the perfect body. Well, not this year. No, my prayers have been answered because due to certain movies that came out this year and sporting achievements, I have now discovered I have the body of a heavyweight boxer. Not only that, but also a Norse god. So yay me! See you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 10. So social media is stressful, isn't it? Because regardless of what type you're on, the general idea is that somebody is always following you, which is a weird and creepy concept no matter who you are. It's not okay to be followed constantly. Why are we okay with the idea that strangers are following our every move? What makes it worse is the actual platforms themselves send us creepy messages. Jason is following you. You have one more person following you. I don't want to be followed by anybody. And I'll tell you what makes it worse. Whenever I see you have a new follower, that really stresses me out. Because I don't know what the expectations are. I've got to admit, I look at it and think, what do you want from me? I've got nothing to give. Hi everyone, welcome to day 11. So have you noticed how pooing takes longer with technology? I mean, before smartphones and tablets, there was only so many times you could read the bleach or the toothpaste to amuse yourself before it got a bit boring. Now you've got the entire world at your fingertips. There's very little that you can't do whilst engaged in a particular act. However, I prefer to use a more midway option, which is I still like to take a newspaper with me. Now I get the fact I'm not the first person to do this, and I also get the fact that it's more limited than the tablet because there's no internet, I can't text. However, there is something that the newspaper can do that the tablet can't, and that's when you reach for that toilet roll and you're left with just the core. Good luck wiping with that tablet. Day 12, we're back on politics. Brexit's been in the news again as Untitled Chapter has been talking about her horrific working conditions over there in the EU. Not only have they stricken her with a €101,000 salary, they've also disgustingly given her €54,000 per year to find offices, and then made her take €250,000 towards her staffing. But that's not all. The straw that broke the camel's back was they gave her and 749 of her closest MEPs free iPads. It does make me think that perhaps we shouldn't Brexit, because I'm pretty sure I want that job. Alright, see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, day 13. So I'm a big fan of underdog movies, you know, kind of Creed, Rocky, that sort of thing. I'm all in on that. So I was watching Rocky with my wife the other day, and she was asking me like what it is that I actually like about those movies. And I'm like, oh, it's the motivation, and you know, you see them and it makes you want to sort of work out and like get fit and be really great at things. And she went, okay, if this is motivating you to work out, why are you sitting eating an entire tub of Ben & Jerry's? Okay, so she may have a point. So I thought, right, I'm going to do exactly what they do in the movies. So I'm going to work out exactly like Rocky does. Well, it turns out, I did the 3-minute montage that he did, and I still don't look like Sylvester Stallone. So that's a crock. Anyway. Hi everyone, day 14. So, I love my kids, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for them. But you do realise when you become a parent, you lose a lot of personal freedom, privacy, just some space to be yourself. And to illustrate this point, I was really happy when my wife and I bought a house that had 2 toilets in it, because I've always hated queuing. Yet, somehow, I think we spent every single morning stood in the shower, arguing through a closed door with a small child who informs me that she has to use the toilet that I'm in because she just doesn't like doing that on her own. I really feel like I can't win. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 15. So I went to see the new Toy Story 4 film yesterday, and if you haven't seen it, you should, because it's great. The only issue I have with the Toy Story films is with the amount of toys that Andy and now Bonnie have. It's nowhere near enough. I mean, my children can't come back from a small trip to the supermarket without having acquired a new toy. So the fact it's still all the same ones makes no sense to me. So whatever level of challenge that the toys would be trying to overcome, whether it's infiltrating Al's toy barn or breaking up daycare, would be a cinch, because just the contents of my eldest daughter's room could probably invade and conquer a small country. So I feel that they could totally take over anything that they needed to do. Anyway, just some thoughts, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 16. So something that really winds me up is people on Instagram complaining about Instagram adverts. Now, I'm not talking about the normal adverts, I'm talking about the really expensive ones. The ones where companies pay influencers or celebrities to promote certain goods. Now, the bit that upsets them is that a lot of people don't necessarily mark it if it's a paid post, if it's getting paid in partnership with anything. What I've got to say to that is, assume that if somebody is promoting something to you, they are getting paid for it. If you ever see me on here and I'm holding up a shiny new iPhone and going, oh look, this is amazing, you need to get one, just assume that Apple's paying me some top dollar for all of my 46 followers. This is the good stuff. This is the gravy train. Alright. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi everyone, day 17. So something that always amuses me is strange job titles. I had one when I was quite young that always stuck with me, and that was log fuel technician, which I think is a great title. It means lumberjack, but I love the pomp and ceremony that goes with that particular title. What I like even more though is the titles where you can't actually figure out what they mean. So I was looking for a job site the other day, and there was a title that came out that I still have no idea what it means. And it was Junior Penetration Tester. So I think my first question on that was, well, I wonder if I would be more of a senior. Then the second question was, actually, what does it mean? So if you can figure it out, let me know. Hi everyone, day 18. So who else here uses LinkedIn? I use it quite a lot and I quite like it. But as I've mentioned before, I have an aversion to being followed on social media. It freaks me out. I don't like people watching me. Well, LinkedIn has a particular feature where it shows you who's looking at you, which always makes me a little bit nervous. But I get a lot of people who are looking at me because I've looked at them first. And I know what's going on in their head because I know what goes on in my head. Why is he looking at me? What is it about me that he was looking to? So they're all getting in contact with me or looking at me thinking, can I sell to him? He's obviously interested, otherwise why would he be looking at me? What those people are not realising is that my fat fingers have a tendency to click profiles that I don't mean to. Anyway, hi everyone, day 19. One of my favourite things to do is to go to the cinema. I go and see a lot of children's films because of the kids, and I see a lot of big action adventure blockbusters. What I don't tend to go and see is films with a 15 or 18 rating on it. And the main reason for that are the sex scenes. Now, I'm not a prude. I enjoy films like Deadpool or Team America where those scenes are played for laughs. However, I have to question anybody who goes to see films like 50 Shades of Grey, because that's a really weird energy, sitting in a room full of strangers watching people copulate on screen. And I would have to ask you, if you've been to see that film in that place, do you know where the hands are of all the people around you in the cinema? Think on that. See you tomorrow. Hi everyone, day 20. So one thing I've noticed in modern times is the gap between music and film has closed, with so many more singers and musicians getting parts in major films. So whether it's LL Cool J, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, there's definitely more of them out there. But sometimes I think the gap is closed further than what it has, and I sometimes let myself down a little bit. In work the other day, somebody said to me, "Oh, have you heard that new song by Lewis Capaldi?" And I went, I didn't know that he'd sung. But also, I think his name's Peter. And the guy went to me, "Who?" And I went, "That's right, the Doctor." He went, "Doctor? Who?" Exactly right. I wanted to know that it was his nephew. Oh well. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 21. So I took my 6-year-old to a birthday party today, and although I had the option of staying or going, I decided that I would sort of stay, but I would stay outside of the party and just sit in the cafe next to it, so that I was close if my daughter wanted me, but not so close that I needed to be involved. She kept coming out and asking me things, but we got into a good rhythm. Then eventually she comes out and goes, "Oh, they want all the adults in there because they want to do a game." I said, "I'm not here, so they don't need me." She argued with this, but she understood I wasn't there. She came out later on and said, "Oh, they're doing food." I told her, "Don't eat too much." She came out and told me she ate lots. I told her no more food. She comes out 10 minutes later, chewing food. I went, "What did I tell you?" She went, "Yeah, but you're not here." Hi everyone, it's day 22. So there's a moment in everyone's life when they start to think, am I the old person at work? Well, I kind of had that moment a couple of days ago, and I don't know if it was justifiable or not. So what happened was, the 1964 song My Guy came on the radio, and we were singing along to it. And I said, I can't think of the song without thinking of Whoopi Goldberg. And a young man in the office went, "Okay, Martin, you're obviously making a movie reference, but I don't know what it is." And I went, "Sister Act. Come on, you've got to know that one." He went, "Mum, I can't keep up with all your obscure movie references." Obscure movie. Sister Act. How is that an obscure movie? Are you serious? Where's the education? Anyway. Hi everyone, day 23. Something that really winds me up are clickbait articles. We all know what they are, those bits of fantastical information that mean that we have to click through to find out so that they can earn money and we can be entertained. Except we're not entertained because they're rubbish. There's no journalism goes into them. Here are 3 that came up on my feed today. 1, and I'm paraphrasing, Piers Morgan did something dickish to Susanna Reid. I'm shocked. Piers Morgan's a dick. He's always going to do dickish things. Secondly, tennis fans queue in glorious sunshine. So some British people stood in a queue. Hold the front page. And lastly, Labour plans to slash the threshold for inheritance tax. Amazing. I can plan things all I want to, but as I have no more power than what Labour have, it makes no difference. How is this news? Anyway, annoys me. Hey everyone, day 24. Does anybody else follow The Rock on Instagram? Well, I'd imagine everybody does, because he's got like 100 million followers. But has anybody seen the cheat meals that he has? The other day, it was like 2 double quarter-pounder burgers with bacon, fries and tequila, followed up with brownies, blondies, cookies and a massive slice of cheesecake. Now, I'm not entirely sure what a cheat meal is, but if eating all that lot gets me looking like him, I'm in. Alright, see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 25. So something I've never really understood. And you know, like when you bump into an old friend of your parents and they go, tell your mum that I said hi. You go, I will. And then you see your mum and you go, Mavis said hi. Oh, did she? Oh, that was nice. Was it? She said hi. Well, I think I wonder what the payoff is from it. We've all done it. Say hi for me. Okay, great. You're not there. I think it's the same thing that when you see someone you recognise and go, oh, hi, like, oh, hey, and they drive past you. Was it worth getting that excited? Oh, I know that person. I don't get it. Let me know if you do. Hi everyone, day 26. So something I quite like to do is to take the slogans of well-known companies and mess with them a little bit to make them a bit more, accurate. So I thought I would do 3 of the top 4 supermarkets in the UK today, and we'll start with Tesco's. Every little helps, not at all. Then we've got Morrison's. Good food costs less than ours. And then, last but not least, Sainsbury's. Live less well. Okay, that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 27. So it was quite sad at work today. We lost another person. That's 3 this year. I mean, we lost the useless one, the weird one, and the one who just likes to see the world burn. I mean, they didn't die, they just got new jobs. And that's what makes it most depressing of all. Because it's not that they're not there anymore. It's that I still am. They've left, they've got new jobs. I still have to go to the bloody place. It's so unfair. Anyway, until tomorrow. Bye. Hi everyone, day 28. So I go to the cinema quite a lot. And by quite a lot, I mean as much as you can when you have small kids. And by cinema, I mean I go to see movies for juniors. On the odd occasion that I'm let in to see a film that I actually want to see, I go and do the normal 2D version. And that's because I'm a bit tight. I don't like to spend the money. But the cinemas have become very efficient at finding ways to spend their money. There's so many options, whether it's 3D, iSense, 270 aspect, or 4DX. And for anyone who doesn't know what 4DX is, it's all singing and dancing. You can see, hear, touch, feel, smell. Well, I want to know who's asking for that. Who sat there and went, oh look, it's raining. I wonder how that feels. Oh, he's just been for a big poo. Let's have a whiff. Yeek. Hi everyone, day 29. One more day to go. So I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but my kids' homework is getting ridiculous. I spend quite a lot of time helping my eldest daughter complete hers. But it's not just like simple sums or spellings anymore. It has gotten to a crazy stage where it's build a mode of transport, produce a video, do an entire family tree, make a poster. It's so involved now. And I wouldn't mind if, because you feel like, oh, okay, if this is helping them, I get it, and I'm willing to do my part. But when I asked my daughter, so what did you do at school today? She goes, not a lot. Played some board games, watched a video. They can do that at home. I'm good at that. Anyway. Hi everyone, day 30. So my favourite type of social media is actually LinkedIn, which is a weird one, I'll grant you. But what I really like is that no one ever uses it on the weekend, so it's like I get some time off. And you can always see who's stalking you, which I think is always useful to know. But the thing I don't like about it, and because it's a professional site, people think that you've got certain means. And you get silly ones like, I can make you rich, or invest your money with me and you'll get great returns. Well, there's just a couple of problems with your plan there, pal. One, I love the fact you think I have money to invest. Keep looking. Secondly, if I had a gift that I could make somebody else rich, the only person I'd be concerned with making rich would be myself. And I don't think I'd be wasting my time making other people rich. So think again.
Right, see you later.
Hi everyone. So I'm definitely of the generation of people who are in love with their phones. I mean, I'm not alone in this, and we all spend far too much time on them. But have you noticed that older people constantly scold you about it? It's like, oh, you spend all your time on your phone, you need to be doing other things, more important things, like, seeing your children, talking to other people, having a life. You're like, don't really care about that. But I've got to admit, I have got 2 children who I love dearly, but I also have a new iPhone XR. And I'm not proud of this, but I have to admit that if I had to choose between saving my phone from falling or saving my child, I'd have to pause and think about it. Hi everyone. So you know how every workplace has the same characters? It's different people filling the roles, but the characters all remain the same. Well, I've been at my work for a year now, and I've been trying to work out who I was. I mean, we already have the mother. We have the one who's too cool for school, the grumpy one with a heart of gold. We have the pretty one, the dangerous one, the warrior princess, and the overly enthusiastic one. We've even got the one who no one's entirely sure how he still works there. But who was I? And then just recently, I realised that I'm the clown. And you know what? I'm okay with being the clown, because I've actually enjoyed being your clown for the last 30 days of this challenge. I've really appreciated the support that you've given me, and I thank you so much for it. I'll see you soon.